Make the process enjoyable. Find the joy in programming. Do this by creating stuff that you're actually interested in, not doing 100 LeetCode problems or tutorial after tutorial, dub tutorial hell. It's as simple as programming what you want to see exist and find the joy in making that thing exist. For me, I did this with all my projects. For example, I programmed Minecraft and crypto integration, essentially being able to use crypto in Minecraft, and I created a server that was called MetaCity. Another example is when ChatGPT came out, I got really excited about AI. So what I did is I created a small website to be able to upload my YouTube script, and from that YouTube script generate 10 YouTube titles and 10 YouTube descriptions. It wasn't too flashy, but I was genuinely interested in it, and from that I learned a lot. It's much easier to replace a bad habit like playing video games or smoking weed with a productive habit like coding if you actually enjoy it. Because if you actually enjoy it, it doesn't feel like work as much as it does play. If you hate coding day in, day out, it's really hard to actually stick with coding day in, day out, weeks, months, years, in the future. If you want to become a software engineer and you're just in it for the money or because your parents told you to do so, my suggestion is not to continue down that path because ultimately you don't want to do it. I only suggest becoming a software engineer if it is something that you're genuinely interested in doing. And if it is something that you're genuinely interested in doing, then you can naturally find the joy in it. Otherwise, you'll be basically banging your head up against the wall, trying again and again to solve these problems, never finding the joy in actually solving the problems. It'll become really tough to learn new languages and concepts. It'll become really tough to do pretty much anything in software engineering. One of the best parts is, if you actually enjoy programming, then you'll usually surpass those who actually don't enjoy it, but they're just doing it for the money, or they're just doing it because their parents told them to do so. Because continually building your own side projects is how you learn. It's how you maintain interest in software engineering. Naturally, of course, learning as you continue to do so. And then after a while, you look around and you're like, hey, I actually know a fair bit. So again, not tutorial after tutorial, not 100 LeetCode problems, not 100 of any other website similar to LeetCode, but really just building your own side projects that you're actually interested in. A good software engineer isn't afraid to Google stuff, because ultimately that's how you figure stuff out. You reach a problem, you Google it, you figure out that problem, you move on to the next problem, you Google that, you figure that out, and you continue on that process. You won't have to always Google stuff, but don't be afraid of Googling stuff. In any tech interview that I've ever had, it's always been, you can use Google, no worries. It's not whiteboard problems or LeetCode problems or anything really deeply technical that you can't use Google for, because real software engineers understand that you use Google on a daily basis. And so if you can build your own side projects and find the joy in actually doing so, Googling the problems as they arise, you'll naturally be able to build the projects that you want to build, and you'll naturally gain experience. You'll realize that it's actually a lot more fun than, say, playing video games or smoking weed, especially because over time you'll improve with each iteration. So over time you'll be at where you want to go.